Welcome to Sterling High School for the Castle Connection. I'm Jared Claiborne, your principal. I'm joined by Mr. Matt Sheehan, our superintendent. Today is August 24th, 2023, and we are well into summertime. We have a big list of items to go through with you today. We're going to tell you about athletics, new staff, on-course, maintenance projects, parking updates, first student day. Before we get to that, we wanted Mr. Sheehan to come on board to talk about the strategic plan and the performance report. So first, Mr. Sheehan, it's the summertime. How are you and your family doing, sir?
We're doing great, and I think like a lot of people, we are really excited for the 23-24 school year. A lot of changes here, but also in our sending schools with some new administration and new staff. So I think we probably echo the feeling of all the sending communities. We're really excited for the start of the school year to meet our students, challenge our students, and help our students attain all their goals.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. So you're going to highlight first the strategic plan, is that correct? We're on year 2 of a 3-year planning process?
Yeah, so just a quick review. A couple years ago, we asked the community to participate in surveys, in attendance at committee meetings, and throughout the year we kind of came up with a consensus on school goals and how to drive the district forward in a positive way to meet the needs of our students. So in year 1, which was last year, I think we accomplished a lot, and the strategic plan is found on our website underneath the district tab. Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of scrolling on that now, and unfortunately we can't show you right now, but last year, or actually for the strategic plan, we have 3 main goals. First one is school programs and instruction. The school environment was number 2, and the third one was school and community partnership. With programs and instruction, the things that came out of strategic plan were 3 things. First off, the academic schedule, rigorous academic framework, and the expansion of the trade and career opportunities. So the administration, along with staff and students, we worked on an academic schedule. What do we like about block scheduling? What would we like to improve about block scheduling? And we're kind of surveying some people, we're visiting some schools, and we're working with the SEA to develop a schedule that is going to meet our students' needs moving forward. There's no change that's imminent, but at least we're in the conversation. Academic framework, we've done some adjustments to our leveling. We're going to maybe make some adjustments to our grading percentages, and really want to challenge our students again to improve on their performance in standardized tests, but also in meeting their needs, core content standards, and their ability to go on to life beyond Sterling High School. And then expansion of trade and career opportunities is always important. Not everybody's going to go to college. We need to expose students, whether it's a job fair, whether it's information, whatever it may be, to expand on trade and career opportunities. The second one was school environment. We're really proud with school environment was a transformative student voice. On my level, last year we had Layla Solomon was a student representative on the Sterling Board of Education. Next year it'll be Jordan Baker, which we're really excited about. And I know Mr. Claiborne, you worked with the Student Government Association and also Mr. Dorico this summer on a couple projects. That is, we want to put that student voice to work. And not all the time we're going to get the answer that they want, but we want to let them have a voice.
They've done a great job throughout the last year. Mr. Dorico had the opportunity to meet with them and me. We did regularly, at least probably once a month, with the student government. They developed a new constitution that kind of guides them, gives every individual student the power to work through their class officers, up through the student government, and all the way to, as you said, a student representative on the Board of Education. Is really good. Super thankful. We talked about before Mr. Dorico's leadership and bringing in teachers and students for the code of conduct and stuff, so it's been great.
So that's been wonderful. We also have teacher leaders who are expanding the role of our teacher leaders to serve as a layer between the administration and our staff. And then we have community voice. We value our community members, whether they're parents or not parents in the community, and they participated in the strategic plan. Last year we developed a community advocacy group. We met once. We plan on meeting a couple times this year. Ms. Sukanik and our special ed department have the CPAC. We really want to enhance, the role of our parents in the community, our community members. And the last one is that school and community partnership. Sterling High School, we try to pride ourselves on how available we are to the sending communities, but also our students need to go back out and serve as volunteers for different projects. And I can think of no better example than our ROTC program. They put thousands of hours in. Any function in the sending districts and beyond, you'll see their participation. Big one for Sterling High School is program and curriculum alignment. We're unique. We're a 9 to 12 district with 3 main sending schools that are all independent. One of the things, the challenges we see is trying to get everybody on the same page to prepare the students in the same manner for when they get to Sterling High School they can be successful. And the last one is a feasibility study for a potential K-12 school district. It's something that the strategic plan members identified as problem 1A or major problem there or concern. We applied for a grant for a feasibility study. We received the grant, so we're going to have a study conducted free of cost. It's going to take about a year, and they're just going to go over a lot of things related to our sending community and how can we improve what we're doing for our students. So we're working with the sending school superintendents, boards of education, and we have a group from Rowan University that's going to do the research and provide us with some documentation at the end of it that we can use at our disposal. So we're really excited about that. So year 2, we want to continue to work on those 3 goals, but we also want to reflect on our successes. And on our website there's also an area for our school performance report. Areas that we're going above state average are dual credit. We have 42.5% students get some type of dual credit with local colleges. The state average is 24.4. We have a great visual and performing arts program that has a lot of participation. Our career and technical education is greater than the state average. Our graduation rate is higher than state average, and our attendance numbers are lower than state average. And we're very pleased with those. We always want to improve on those as well. Areas where we're falling short. The big thing that always jumps out that I think that we've been here for quite some time that people always are quick to point out is our standardized test scores. Our students who test in 9th grade fall below the state average, and we don't meet the goals that we have set for ourselves. But the one thing I really want to highlight, those same students, when they're juniors, they exceed state averages and they meet the target goals that we have. So what we like to try to prove to our constituents here is we may not have them for a long time before they take that test in 9th grade, but when they take that test after 2.5 years at Sterling High School, in math, they test below 10%. By their junior year, they're over 45%. In English language arts, in 9th grade, they're about 26%. By their junior year, they're at 74%. So that leap is tremendous, and I think that's an attribute, we can attribute that to the work of our administration and also our teachers. And we identify students' needs, try to provide them with supports, and we want to continue to address those areas and continue to track our data so we can make educated decisions moving forward. With that, I know Mr. Claiborne and I, we want to talk about what's next, not only with the strategic plan, but how do we continue to enhance our delivery of instruction and meeting the needs of our students. So we're going to add 2 new math teachers outside of the last year's budget. We're adding a paraprofessional for in-class support. We're updating curriculum, providing professional development. Yesterday there was a session for an instrument called IXL, which our sending schools are familiar with, but not so much at the high school level. We've created different levels for our freshmen and year-round mathematics classes. So some schedule adjustments, some interventions, and also some support. So Sterling High School is not going to sit by and be content with our test scores. We want to strive to do better for our students. So that was kind of our update. And again, a lot of that information is on our website. If you have any questions, you can always feel free to contact my office, and we'll be putting some information out there for our community advocacy group in the near future.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I was really proud to be with you during the board meeting at the end of last year where you presented the year 1 results. It's something definitely to be proud of in this community. But if I could just add to some of the things that are going into place from the strategic plan for this year, you talked about the new staff members, so we're thrilled to welcome CJ Barrett and Ashley Sharman as new math teachers. That's part of that strategic plan. We added Ashley Stevenson, an English teacher who also has English intervention reading specialist skills to our team, and we're proud of that. Additionally, we do have a new commanding officer in the ROTC, so we welcome Chief Warrant Officer James Mackey, who is filled in for Commander Humphreys, and he's already gotten started underway during the summer with some programs. Other things that you mentioned that are already going into place are, as far as academic rigor, is the levelings, and you did mention that again, that the freshmen are going to have reduced leveling in the college prep classes, which we feel like is going to increase student growth, and as also the grading categories, we've met as teacher leaders with teaching staff, the administration, and developed a higher rigor. So you're going to have that 85% of the academic core content standards and 15% of some of the process grading academic responsibility. So that's also going to be a change that's going into effect for this school year. So great things already happening from the strategic planning process.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful guide for us, and we're thankful for having that community support, but also a supportive Board of Education who also sees the vision for Sterling High School over the next few years.
Great. You can go and find that information all on our website. If you go under the district tab and scroll down to strategic planning, you'll find all the information related to it, and we'll continue to track that over the next 2 years as we continue to build that 3-year process with everyone that's involved. All right, Mr. Sheehan, a couple other updates. Athletics have begun. Football starts this weekend. I'm jammed up. It's been a long morning already. So week 0, football is playing, and we're hosting Lindenwold this Friday. That's tomorrow, August 25th. Other thing I want to plug is field hockey. They're in need of some more numbers. So if you're a student athlete that might be interested in that, please reach out to the athletic department for that. Again, on-course registration is open. Some parents have still not completed that. You're going to need to complete your on-course registration in order to get your student scheduled for the first day of school. Some parents may have limited access because they may owe a fine from last year. That impacts parents, not the students. When students come, we certainly make sure that they have their schedule. Mr. Sheehan, we've done some great projects on campus this summer. Just a couple of them. We're still in the midst of our HVAC one. We're in year 2, or we're in step 2 of 3 to redo all that. That's all part of the COVID process. Also, it just happened to work out for us because we needed that upgrade anyway. So brand new units in all the classrooms. And the walking path. Tell me about the walking path.
Yeah, so this was something I think that was brought up several years ago, maybe 2016 or so, a walking path around the perimeter of the back of the facility, enclosed in our fence line so that we can use it for our classes safely, and then after school hours, community members can use it. So, let's talk right behind the press box at the football stadium. There's a 10-foot wide paved pathway that goes around the entire perimeter of the building. So we're excited for our ROTC, for our PE classes, for all of our athletic programs, but mostly our community can come up. You can if you like to walk the track, that's great, but now you have about a 1.5 mile walking path around the perimeter of our campus, which we're really proud of our campus. It's a beautiful campus, and it's just a different perspective to take this walk, and you're out by the trees closer to the Stratford section of our facility. So starting next week, it's open during after school hours. We have practice during the school days, and on the school once the school year begins, it'll be after school hours as well, open to the community members. So get some fitness in, and come up and enjoy some Sterling sports.
Great. We have regular summer cleanup going on. Mr. Sheehan and I, along with Mr. McCullough, our business administrator, met with our maintenance team today. We walked into every classroom, making sure that if they're not ready, they will be ready for the teachers and students coming back very soon. Teachers are going to come back next Thursday, a week from today, the 31st, and then the first student day is Tuesday, September 5th. The other date that you might want to note is back to school night is Tuesday, September 12th, and we recognize both the semester 1 and semester 2 classes during that back to school night. Again, that's on Tuesday, September 12th, so make sure you mark your calendars for that. Another project you may have seen is we did have the parking lots resurfaced. With the, what is that, the black tar, whatever it is. It's resealed, which paved the way great for a fundraiser that our senior class wanted to do, which is painting of their parking spots. So a couple of new things you'll see is we are going to have assigned parking spots for teachers and students on the parking lots throughout the campus, and then the senior students can purchase as a fundraiser the opportunity to paint their spots, so you might already see some of that happening already. It's pretty cool. I do want to take an opportunity to give a shout out again to those that participated and helped conduct the freshman orientation. Again, we did a freshman orientation for everybody in the spring, but then we had more advanced 3-day intensive orientation for those students that were willing to come. We had 178 of the new freshmen and new students on campus. That was 81% of the class, and it was really fantastic. Thank you to the Sterling Foundation to help partner and provide for the students, and it was really an awesome event. Shout out to Mrs. Ravier, Mrs. Packer, and all the teachers that helped conduct that. Mr. Sheehan, anything else for you, sir?
Yeah, I'd like to highlight our AP students and teachers. We got scores this July, and I can give you some stats here. We had 94 tests that were taken. 70 of the 94, which is 74.5% of our students, received a passing grade of a 3, 4, or 5, 5 being the highest. And just to highlight, senior-to-be Caitlin Ott scored a 5 on 2 AP exams. That's outstanding. We don't often get students get that once, but twice in the same year is really outstanding. And also, just to reflect quickly back to last year, our class of 23 did a great job. End of the year activities. Graduation was indoor. It was phenomenal. I never want to make a decision about indoor, outdoor, one of them being like second fiddle to the other. Our facilities indoor are second to none, and if you noticed last year with graduation, there were some facilities that held it outside in the rain. We have the building and the grounds here to do a quality graduation ceremony, both indoor and out. I'd like to wish those students in the class of 23 who are headed off to college, it's probably this time of year, nothing but the best of luck. We're proud of you. We know you're prepared and you'll be successful. For those of you that are working, continue to do a great job and strive for your goals as well. And we do have a couple students entering the military service, so thank you for your service and participation in the armed services.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so again, follow the strategic plan online. You can go to the district website. Also under the school tab, you'll find the calendar for the school year. Your big date coming up is Tuesday, September 5th is our first student day. Maintenance is hustling, bustling here to make sure we're ready for teachers and staff next week. We wish you a wonderful end of your summer. Make sure you're squeezing up as much time as you can with your family and friends, and we'll see you very soon. Mr. Sheehan, it's a go Knights, right?
That is a go Knights, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.